told often that I have a face for radio. We're going to talk about voiceovers now. And I get a lot of calls for people that want to do voiceovers. And it's probably the most time that I get called for anything in the agency is I'd like to do voiceovers. How do I do voiceovers? So I want to give you a little example of what a voiceover is and how people are setting themselves up these days. Now, voiceovers are generally when you don't see the person talking in anything. It could be animation, commercials, television, movies, just anytime you don't see the actor who is speaking, that's a voiceover. And so you hear them on radio all the time. That's where you'll mostly find them. And in voiceover today, it's a little different than it used to be. In the past, we'd get our demos together and we'd send our demos to the agency, and the agency would send the demos to the client for the audition. These days, the client really wants to hear that person, that talent, speak their words. And so they're sending the agents the scripts. And the agents then send the scripts to the talent. The talent, in their own home or office, then record that voiceover on their own computer, convert that to an MP3 file, and now can email that back to the talent agent, who can forward it to the client. So if you can get set up in your own home and be able to record and convert to MP3, you should let your agent know, and you should open up for more opportunities for voiceover. Now, there's quite a few people that want to do voiceover, and there's limited opportunities. But there are opportunities locally, regionally, and nationally. You can search and find voiceover opportunity, voiceover auditions. And there's certain things where you have to pay, and it's national. And I'm not real big on those simply because for every one job, they're getting 400 submissions, 400 voices. I don't think people are listening to all 400. So I don't recommend spending money to pay to get auditions. You know, find an agent, do some work on your own, and find your own voiceover opportunities. A lot of people these days have their own little studio set up where they can really produce the actual spot, the actual commercial, right there in their own place. They have a patch in where the client can see them and talk to them as they're doing it, and that's an attractive offer to a client. Not only can I be your voice, but I can produce the commercial as well. Now we're going to show you how I have learned over the years to do voiceovers. And I've taken a few of these voiceover workshops myself, and I want to share that with you now. And helping us today is Derek. Thank you, Derek. Now, Derek's got a voice over there that he's going to read for you, and we'll go ahead and begin. Oh, by the way, we're going to pretend this thing is a microphone.
It's finally here. Come explore downtown's newest shops and 4-star restaurants. Enjoy the majestic scenery. Downtown has enthusiastic and knowledgeable customer service representatives.
All right, very good. We're going to stop you there. Now, come back here.
Nope.
You can't go
Not there
anywhere. Okay, so the one thing about voiceovers that really helped me right away was that I need my hands free. If I'm holding something, I'm not going to be as free to move about and make my voice work the kind of way I want it to. So we're just going to tape this up to where we can see it and still be near the microphone. So we have this now to where our hands are free. Positioning for the microphone in general is about this far away, your own hand. So take your hand, put the pinky on the microphone, the other part right up to your lips, and then adjust your feet and how you want to stand by that and stay in one position. You know, a nice base, slightly bend your knees, get in that good solid position. Don't be changing your head by the microphone. You want to keep it straight, okay? Now, my hands are free. I can see the script, and I now can use my body to help with the words. And the one thing I noticed, Derek, was while you were reading this, you were kind of looking up. You know, and I know there's a camera there, so there's a tendency to share it with the camera. But for voiceover, there is no camera. So you can just keep your eyes right on that script. Okay? Now, what we're going to do with this is we're going to talk about breaking down this commercial as a voiceover. And the first thing that you want to think about is the product's name. What's the product's name here?
Downtown.
Downtown, right. So every time you see the word downtown, I would circle it. We're going to score. We're going to mark our voiceover scripts and kind of score them like for music, you know, a musical score. We're going to make notations, and then we're going to play or follow that score. So you'll circle every time you see the word downtown. Now, next most important thing to think about are the adjectives. And of course, the adjectives describe the noun. Can you point out a few adjectives there for us?
Newest.
Newest.
Majestic. Enthusiastic.
All right, so you've got newest, majestic, and enthusiastic. Let's take majestic. When we say the word majestic, we want to make it sound majestic. Okay? When we say the word enthusiastic, we want to make it sound enthusiastic. Now, you don't want to be enthusiastic. You just want to have a hint of that or some a little behind that, again, from your core, from your center. So we want to make those adjectives sound like they are. You know, chewy sounds like chewy. And crunchy is crunchy. You get the idea? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and position you here and have you do a little bit of this. Highlight the product's name every time you hear it or see it. And make sure that the adjectives that you find there are kind of sounding like the adjectives. Keep your eyes on the page. There's two more things I want to tell you about. The first sentence in every commercial is called an intention getter. You know, however you get their attention, try it. There was a commercial way back when where a commercial kind of went something like this, is that if you want someone to notice you, whisper. You know, and that, they weren't yelling or screaming or bouncing around, but that got my attention, I'll tell you that right now.
Yes.
And the last line is your call to action. That's basically where you want to motivate, you know, the consumer to get out and buy the product. So that is, don't wait, head on to downtown. That's your call to action. So in review, we have the attention getter, we have the product, which we highlight, the adjectives, which we emulate, and the closing line, the call to action. Let's just try a little bit of that. Okay, bend your legs and use your arms if you need.
It's finally here. Come explore downtown's newest shops and 4-star restaurants. Enjoy the majestic scenery. Downtown has enthusiastic and knowledgeable customer service representatives. Bring the whole family. At Downtown, kids can glide down the 40-foot slide right into downtown's Toyland, where Mom and Dad will find the best deals in games and accessories. Don't wait. Head on downtown.
Excellent job. And you did something that reminded me about something, and you did a wonderful job doing it. You found the action word. The kids can glide down the 40-foot slide. Those action words are really important too. They got to move and they got to make something happen. So remember, you can do your own voiceover auditions right from your own home. No need to go out and spend a ton of money making a demo. Your demo can come from the work that you actually get. Then put the demo together. No need to spend that money. Voiceovers, you can do them too.